Hello, everyone. Today is a continuation and quite possibly the very end of this game. There should. Last time we were gathering the spirit cards from all the other players. Like Weevil gave us his Insect Queen, and with them we have the means in order to defeat these duelists that'll just endlessly respawn. It's good for grinding, but without them you would just be stuck dealing bones the whole time. Alright, so as you've noticed here, Bones, or Ghost Bones, and virtually everyone else all have this Yami field as opposed to their normal terrain advantage. It's actually not as good as you would think, because new cards are added into their deck, making things much more difficult than they need to be. Some who had traps before and some who don't will have them now. Like, for instance, Acid Trap Hole. That's the worst you'll see from the Shadow Duelists. Duelists like Mako will have Torrential Tribute, which can be a complete and total pain. But now, they have Acid Trap Holes. It's difficult at first, but it becomes tolerable over time. Now, just like the Chevaliers and some of the previous duelists, they all start with a life point advantage, capping out at 10,000. You'll be dealing with this for the next 6 duels. Well, 6 or 7 duels now I think about it. And thankfully, you can go home and heal at any time, so I'm not too worried about using Hourglass of Life. If anything, I sort of endorse it because it'll actually let you win your duel. Oh, Scaling Wolf, that... why haven't I gotten any really good cards? I've been wondering that. How much life points do you have left? Okay, I win. Yeah, the reason they give you 1 here is because normally you would have to duel them endlessly. Now that I have their spirit cards, I don't have to worry about that anymore. They're just Chevaliers in disguise. How much left do I have? That should be plenty. Oh, Temper Rex. Yeah, these duels are actually kind of hard, so don't be surprised if you lose. Because I know I'm going to lose a few times, definitely. Especially since these cards are so different from what I'm used to. That, and I'm not getting anything good. I'm probably going to have to rebuild my deck after this, if it keeps going on like this. It's like this game hates me. It doesn't want to give me anything good. I mean, like, there's a way around it, I suppose. Just grind and build your deck better. Why couldn't you have used a 2 tribute monster? Okay, that tells I have the Final Destiny. Talons of Shurlane's not anything I would love to have in my graveyard, to be honest. Because if he has a monster reborn, then just make things all the worse. Oh, you gotta love that elemental advantage. As long as he doesn't get another Darkfire Dragon, I should be good. In fact, I certainly hope not. Although, I'm gonna put down Multiply in case he has a Heartless Feather Duster. Because if he does, I want to trigger that as soon as possible. And after this, I need to go heal. I wouldn't be able to do the next fight. Maybe I should bring a Thoris card with me, because it will certainly benefit my Cocoon. But yeah, there's another duel victory. The only thing that sucks about leaving is you have to go through all the rooms you went into. But on the way back, you shouldn't have to deal with that, I think. Otherwise, you'd be stuck dealing with a bunch of empty hallways. It's not a big deal, I suppose. It only takes like half a second to run through. Oh, yep, yeah, you do have to deal with all of them. You know, Weevil's probably has the most normal response I'd expect from them. Like, he just outright claims that it doesn't matter what you bring, rather than being worried about what you brought. Oh, well, this is gonna suck big time. Yep. How about no? You go away. I love this combo. If you happen to get it, it'll save you so much trouble. Acid Trap Bolt to save some life points and or get rid of Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, Jewel Bug. Oh, Neil the Magic Swordsman. This is another amazing card. 2200. And let's put you in defense mode. Actually, all of you, because I don't want to just take needless life damage. Whatever. That was an accident. Yep. Now I just gotta hope he doesn't summon anything too strong. Or I can just wait for him to do that. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of that trap. But I'm glad I had the Unhappy Maiden, because I don't want to lose Talons of Shirlane. That would really suck. You know, I think so far Weevil seems to have been the easiest one to deal with, to some degree. I'm surprised he didn't try to attack it directly. That would have been that would have hurt a lot. Or, no wait, that's just 1,000, never mind. Well, I guess I can't always exploit the AI the way I think I do. And what is this? Speed Sand? Alright, this duel's over. You know, I haven't gotten any of my crutch cards on like the past however many duels this was. I think this is like my third opponent. No, wait, my fourth. Okay, that's not a very common answer at all. Mako seems to be the most... Well, Shadow Mako seems to be the most like Mako himself. That's actually quite surreal. Oh, this will get bad fast. Yep, that's what I thought. He's using water monsters. This is probably a mistake, but it'll certainly buy me a turn. And if I'm lucky, he'll put down another water monster. Yep. I want to power this thing up as soon as possible. I don't care if I have to go back to heal. It'll be fully powered by the next turn rather than 3 turns at the cost of a couple thousand life points, but... There we go. Now this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, unless he somehow has a, unless for some reason he's got an earth monster, he's not coming back from this. Alright, I gotta go back to heal again, but it was worth it. Roaring Dragon. Oh, that's a nice card. Now all that's left now is my. No, there's also Espa. Alright, so I guess 2 more duels. You know, this is sort of anticlimactic. I'm just plowing through them. Oh, nice. Neo the Magic Swordsman! And now things are getting a little tricky. I want to buy as much time as I possibly can for that card. At least 2 turns. That's all I want. And it doesn't look like I can do that. I don't want to lose Neo. Because I am almost positive that's a trap. It wasn't. Okay, you suck, game. Okay, now you really suck, game. Please be another Fiend monster, because that's the best thing you can do for me. I just had to open my mouth. And of course it had to be a Fiend monster that was too strong for me to act for Neo to survive. Alright, no more Fiends. You can do that for me? Apparently not. Well, I'm guessing down 1 Fiend's hand. Unless I get lucky and draw a Raw right now. Or I can just wall him entirely like this. Actually, that's gotta be fun. Wow, I really did wall him entirely. Get rid of Fiend's Sword because that thing's a menace. And save this for if he summons something. Wow, I'll take it. I really will. Now I won't take it. Because I lost. Alright, let's try that again. You know what would be funny? It'd be like, screw you, Espa, you're preventing me from beating the game. You'd be just looking at me like wide eyes like, what did I do to you? We got 5 of these. Oh, this ought to be good. Or maybe not. Screw you, bugger off. Bug off. That's what I'm talking about. Bugged off. Let's leave that down there. Alright, that's one less thing to worry about. I just realized I probably should attack the one that was powered up and not Cannon Soldier. Because that would... Yeah... Well, it doesn't really matter because this thing is... You die? Yeah, you take 4 damage that way. I just want to empty his field. Normally I would use Skellingle, but now's not the time. If I'm lucky, Skellingle will stay on the field for more than 2 seconds. Alright, now you're just cannon fodder now, Petite Moth. Your sacrifice will be remembered. There we go. This is the way it should be. Have 2 strong monsters on the field, the enemy's got nothing and they lose. I don't know why I bothered with the Unhappy Maiden, but this duel's over. Honestly, I think it's really creepy that these things are sentient, yet at the same time they're just pickles with a wig. Alright, here's the last one. If you always win, you wouldn't have lost to me. There we go, now we can even the odds. He's got 10,000 now? I do. Now if I could just get a Slifer on the field and this is over. I probably could have stalled with the Ancient Lamp, but I didn't want to take any chances. Yeah, like that. That would have ended up real bad. Now I just have to buy some time. I'll wait a turn. Because just in case something happens, I want to be able to pull him out of it at a moment's notice. safe to assume, say that I've pretty much won this duel. Because Slaver's about to wreck her up big time. Actually, I won't even need to go that far because she's about to lose next turn. Now that's... The worst way to lose is when a larva moth kills you. Skull Redbird. For anyone who remembers that episode in the anime, that's the answer was different. Hey, look, Shady. Nice little... Talk to that and you get this nice little cutscene with Shady. You have traveled far, but there's a little more to go. I implore that you save Pegasus, or so Shabalsky as he now calls himself. My tale is long, will you hear me out? Sure, why not? 20 minutes is long enough. Duelist Kingdom, he woke from his long dream, he wandered the globe, visited many ancient ruins, he went to Egypt, he found a stone tablet, inside it was the Reshef dark being, and then he got possessed after whatever... How can a stone tablet cause destruction if he doesn't do anything? You know, this whole event could have been... Or all this could have been avoided if he simply just buried that thing and let it sit be. Well, that was interesting. What's over here? Nothing important. How much life points do I have? Wow, I didn't take any damage. Oh no, that's an epic scene. Yeah, Kaiba's way stronger than anyone else you've ever dueled up to this point. Hello, Shizu. One god card's plenty if you can get it onto the field. Your deck's not perfect. You know, realistically, I think he would duel him anyway, seeing as dueling doesn't actually hurt him. I can understand Kaiba not beating him into the ground, but dueling him, yeah, sure. No. Why would I anti that card? It's in my deck. Oh my god, I can walk through people. I don't recall anteing. Here, you can have this Karibo. Yeah, Mokuba has these incredibly powerful cards. This is the next best thing to a 2000 powered monster. It's also an absolute nightmare to deal with. And he's got 10,000 life points. Now I just have to buy some time. Oh yeah, you know what? I think he has a widespread ruin as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to test that next turn. Okay, he doesn't have a trap this turn. And that has to hurt. Oh my god, this is an epic thing. I should transcribe this one day. You know, I'm really starting to hate Mokuba's deck. At least it's nowhere near as bad as the dual machine. Hey, why did I only get one dual point? Because I only have to duel Mokuba once. And it's not like I have to duel Setsu immediately after, do I? If I do, then that really sucks. I don't remember. Yeah, you do, everyone. Of course not. Okay, game, you really suck. I didn't even get to rest from that. You know what? Because I'm almost positive I might lose if I don't get raw Unicrivo. Finally, a normal field and voice acting. Yeah, Megamorph in the series, Megamorph is a special card. Special as in like it'll, if your life points were lower, it would double your power, and vice versa. In this game, it'll power up any monster, regardless of type. But as a result, instead of costing 100 points as a power up, it's much higher. This is an awesome theme as well. Kaiba, you're going down. Seriously. Okay, no, seriously, I hate you. But that's what Darkness Approach is for. I get another legend. Hey, look that. Go, Great Moth. Go. Legend, go. Wow, I thought this was going to be a lot harder than that. Mokuba's more difficult than you. What's wrong with you? Pot of Greed, go. Oh, sweet, with Soul of Pure, I won't even need to go back to heal. Although I'm going to anyway, because I want to actually save my game. Well, that was a perfect duel. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Wow, he gave me his Blue Eyes White Dragon, that's... Wait, I bet a Karibo and he gave me a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Evenly matched. He got nothing on the field that I couldn't deal with. Yes, I earned that card. I thought your best card was the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Dark Piercing Light, you can go. You know, I'm half tempted to make a deck with everyone's spirit cards. Like the Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Jinzo. Well, Jinzo would actually be a good thing. I'll bring it back. Alright, I'm back. I've rebuilt my deck. I didn't go with that special motif because I didn't really have the dual point or deck points to go through with it. Yeah, this is a cutscene that we'll play every single time you come here. Or it's sort of a kind of a cutscene that sort of explains just how screwed up Pegasus is kind of in the head now. All because he decided to continue reading a stone tablet that he really should have just put away once he realized what the problem with it was. Because really, there wouldn't have been a problem if you just buried it. So yeah, Pegasus is a very... he cheats big time. Like, he starts out with 20,000 life points. It's ridiculous. He does keep his tune motif though. And I really hate when he goes first because he always pulls us out of nowhere. And I really hope he doesn't have Relinquished or Thousand Eyes or Restrict. Because both of those are just about trouble. Or it's a change of heart. Yeah, there's no way I can win this duel. Summoning out Kariba would just end the duel. See how fast Pegasus beat me? It's ridiculous, he cheats. Quite frankly, the best way to defeat him is just to get the Winged Dragon of Ra, as he can't do anything to that. So, Two and a half chain seems good. Oh, of course. He has Harpy's Feather Duster. I'm gonna save those back into darkness, or yeah, back into darkness, because I really need them. Go Scoundrel. What do you got for me? Slay for the Sky Dragon. I'll take it. Of course. Of course he would pull that. There, because this will save my life. And you, what do you got for me? And, oh, sweet. Okay, I'm good. Yeah. Just both of those cards alone. If he had just if I were to put those in my deck, all that would do is take out all my deck points, and I would have to fit the rest of my deck with low level cards. I really hope he doesn't get a Dragon Capture Jar. That's the one card from the anime that I really wish wasn't put in his deck. I'm only tolerating you, permanent effect, because you're all that's stopping me from losing this duel. Now I just gotta put up with this for one more turn. I really hate you, Pegasus. I really do. Thanks to you, I have to put this up for an indefinite amount of turns. Come on. A Final Destiny would be great right about now. Preferably before I lose all my life points in this duel. Whoever programmed this game obviously didn't realize that this would be annoying. Seriously, end this duel already. That was driving me bonkers. Yeah, see, I would never be able to use this card because it costs 999. At what point was I able to summon those? Yeah, see, even he's curious. He doesn't believe it. Yeah, like that's gonna do a lot, Ishizu. You know, something like that would probably kill whoever got hit by that. Nice eye patch. Yeah, it's no excuse. Like, when you realize what happened, you should have just buried that stupid thing. Yeah, you have to admit, that looks pretty cool. So you're saying me dueling Tristan a whole bunch of times powered up Reshef? Yeah, hey, I'm still thinking here. Sorry, but Abel's is never going to see any use whatsoever. Wow, Yugi does it again. He changed his clothes. Yeah, and then these three proceed to cheat by summoning monsters that require sacrifices. Outside of a duel. Seriously, these things are supposed to be holograms. Yeah. Doesn't really matter what you... There's really no point in anteing in this duel. Oh yeah. If you thought Pegasus was bad at 20,000 life points, Reshef has got double that. But yeah, the reason why that you really shouldn't really bother anteing against Pegasus or this thing is because there's really no chance you'll actually get to do anything with the card. I know he's just got to have some sort of trap up there. Nubia the Wicked, that thing's a huge... That thing's a nightmare to deal with. Yeah, it's got a base 2,000 attack points, or 2,600, and it got powered up. Although this is one of the best cards in the game to use, I really hope he doesn't get anything. No. There's another thing about Reshef that you need to know. He has God cards. And honestly, they're not doing anything if they're sitting in your hand the whole time. Yeah. I'll be right back. Yes, I got some. It's about time. First things first, screw you. Second, screw you. And third, he has gut card. And screw you. Well, that explains where Mochi got Mechanical Chaser. I don't care if that happens to be an RP Spell Duster or not, because I'd just rather keep my stuff in my hands. Alright, what do you got? I'll take it, because screw you. You have way too much life points. And you have multiple cards that are illegal. Yeah, this duel is pretty much in my hands because there's really nothing. He doesn't have anything that can stop the Wind Dragon of Ra. And ideally, I can get Slifer on the field as well. And it's barely possible to get Obelisk on at the same time. Why did I know he was going to use that? And just in case I need it. There we go. The final duel is finally over. Granted, like the last game, there's really nothing you can do. Yes, it is over. It gained power from the fear of defeat. Really? I don't really understand why Pegasus is moving up there. I'm guessing the only reason why Pegasus knows this is because, unlike Bandit Keith, he was actually conscious when it happened. Well, that's, awkward. Uh-oh, earthquake. Yes, we do have to get out. You don't want to be in a... Get moving, it's pitch black. What are you looking at? Oh, faceplant. Kind of being a gentleman helps her out. Hello, generic character. I'm really surprised it took me till now to realize this, but the player we're playing as is this generic guy in a hat. You know, Mokuba, it would probably be easier if you weren't on the ladder. Perhaps maybe you should be in the helicopter. I didn't realize he would use that as a changing room. Wait, who are you missing? Last I checked, there were 5 of you. It's like Kaiba Corp got changed from a gaming company to a dueling company. So do they carry these costumes on them at all times? That's still a lame catchphrase. Dragon Saber Rats, go! I, I can imagine Mai just saying that, and then like when he calls her out on it, uh, and she just looks away with a little sweat drop. Yep, yep. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Wait, she's normally the dealer. That's. Now that's quite the rejection there. I have nothing to say to that. No. Yes, please do. I like how he doesn't even react to it until it stops. Boom! Oh, he missed. You probably shouldn't try to catch it in your hands. A bug net would help a lot. You know, isn't it a good thing that the insects are kind of gone? Or at least out of the way. For instance, houseflies, for instance, they'd be gone. So wouldn't that be a good thing? And spiders or something. This is a huge discovery. Insert stereotypical A sound from Canada. They really want to be famous for something, don't they? How did nobody notice it? That thing's been there this whole time. You know, I think you're overthinking it. Just draw the next card. Yeah, see? Even she says the right thing. It sure took you a long time to come to that conclusion. You know, even I wouldn't be willing to just. Well, I would have to catch more fish if that were me. Oh, no, you stay away. You know, one can only imagine what his actual facial reaction is. Looks like Mankin understands how to speak monkey as well. Because after all, he just made them build a raft. Why do you need a raft? I mean, can't you just leave the way most people do? Wow, those are some really advanced monkeys. And did you seriously just stand there this whole time? Oh, so that's why he has a raft. And so he doesn't have to take them onto a subway. Yeah, listen to Tristan. Just sit back in that game store because you really didn't do anything at all this whole game. The fun thing about dueling is dueling, but the boring part is when you realize that you don't have enough cards to build several different decks. Okay, so that's a huge disappointment. He says he has rare cards, but turns out he only has two of one rare card, with just two of them. How they have the dominoes to buy this stuff, I have no idea, but still. That's a good question. Looks like Migu's got 4 pet monkeys. Literally. You know, if you were going to send them home, you shouldn't have brought them on the raft with you. Well, you have no worries, because I didn't even put it in my deck. I have nothing to say to that either. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. But Moog was the one who called it in. I like how he's going out of his way to say this in public. You know, I didn't even see a Shizu that time. To prevent a tragedy, I doubt sealing the god cards away would do it. Because, I mean, this whole thing was caused by Pegasus digging up a tablet and then observing it, learning of a calamity, and then continuing to observe it instead of putting it away. Where do the god cards factor into all this? Your deck is the weakest out of the three. Like, seriously. So yeah, here's the end of it. You know, you would expect there to be more damage and not just random collateral thrown over the runes. So here are the credits. Kazuki Takahashi, the original designer. This game is just, I consider it a neat little spin-off and something to kill time with. The emphasis on killing time, because seriously, you're just, most of this time you're going to end up grinding dual deck points, and for good reason. It takes way too long to build up your level and your duels points. Ideally, you want to have enough so that you can build your deck to just outright have a fist fight with them, but or the equivalent of a dual fist fight. But in this case, you have to rely on lady luck if you want to truly beat this game. It doesn't help that the AI cheats most of the time. Like they have unfair advantages such as cards that you fitting in the deck that you would never be able to fit in. Usually divine monsters. There's no way you would ever beat reach duelist level 999. The Prima's strategy guide even said at one point it was just like it takes quite a lot of dueling to reach 999, but at that point you can fit anything in your deck. And 999 isn't even the highest duelist level as far as I'm concerned. I think it's like a 4-digit counter. But then again, it's not like it really matters. The Link Duel feature, on the other hand, is where the real fun is, assuming that you're able to do it in the first place. What I mean by that is you're able to choose how many deck points you work with, meaning you can actually build whatever deck you want, instead of being limited to what you are in game. Although that does make for an interesting battle because you'll most likely be using the same cards. Now, I've never liked this because this thing always stayed at this ending screen. I'm not sure if there's really anything you can do to get past it or not. But the next time you see me, I'll be covering the Hall of Eternity. I'll see you then.